What's up, everyone? So I just want to make a quick video real quick about my stretching, I know I mentioned to you guys I do a lot of yoga, and on the weekends I spend a lot of time stretching and doing my yoga because it's really important that you do this actually if you're trying to reach that point that I have reached. The stuff that I've been studying, the Kundalini and, the spine health, all the medical problems I was having, stomach issues and physical pain, I got 5 screws in this knee, and it be hurting. And I was working, I came home, I was working 6-7 days a week, 72 hours plus, 12-hour shifts, and I fucked myself up quick. It was bad. I was smoking cigarettes, I started drinking again because I couldn't handle, the work. And it was bad. I was dying. And it was crazy because everybody could see it, but nobody said anything about it. They were just letting me die. And it's crazy because my family were even to the point, because I was making such good money that when I quit that job, they got mad at me because I quit that job. And I realized why. Because I was giving them money. Every paycheck, out of that $1,600, 600 of it went out every time, easily, because people would borrow money from me. Even my dad would borrow money from me. My brothers, all that stuff. Girls. So, and it didn't bother me because I had the money. And it felt good to give that money away. But when you start killing yourself and you've been working there for almost a year, and you can't even breathe, and these people are yelling at you telling you that you're fucking ignorant for quitting a job that you're killing yourself because they want the money. It's greedy. It's fucked up. That's why none of my family's in my life too, I've seen it. Jesus opened my... Here, listen, man. This is the problem people have. Your eyes, you can see physically, but if your heart isn't open, you don't have Jesus in your heart, you're never going to be enlightened. You can't open up that spiritual eye. It's not possible. You can meditate and do everything that you want to do, but you're never going to open up your heart. Your heart is the spiritual eye. It's not here. It's here. It's your love chakra, your solar plexus. Everybody has that confused. When you meditate and you're meditating up here, you're focusing your tension on your head and you're breathing air. All that air that you're breathing in, you're focusing it on your head. And when you do that, that air, the prana, gets to your head, it repairs your head. Same with when your attention, when you're thinking, when wherever your attention is, and you breathe in the air like this, wherever you're paying attention, you focus that air down through your body into that chakra. Now, the heart, even when you're done meditating, even all these Kundalini, all these ancient things I've been following, they all, at the end of all these practices, what did they tell you to do? They tell you to center yourself at your heart, because your heart is the most important chakra. That's what brings people in your life and what sends the signal out. It's magnetic. Jesus is that magnetic frequency. A lot of people don't understand that. God, without Jesus, the universe wouldn't even be able to be held together. Our physical bodies, our bag of water that we are, and dirt, dust that God says, we wouldn't be able to be held together if it wasn't for Jesus. Serious. So, you learn that as you get older, you study, and You pray and you ask him for it, you know. But what I do is I'll lay in this hot water and I'll open up this window because it gets really, really hot. I can't breathe sometimes. That's another reason why I bought this bathroom. I'm upset, man. I didn't spend a lot of money on this house, but you know, I did a lot to it, man. I fixed it up, you know, and you know, I even got the flash heater, you know. I never run out of hot water, ever. Which I'm thinking about taking with me. But it's too big. It wouldn't fit in my sailboat. I have to get a different one. But that right there, the washcloth, what I'll do is I'll fold it up and I'll set it in the middle of the bathtub and I'll get in there and I'll put my spine on the bottom of the bathtub where that washcloth is so it doesn't hurt. And I'll lay in there for about 10-15 minutes. Once I feel my muscles are loose, you know, that's when I'll start stretching. I'll stretch, touch my toes. I'll stand up and I'll do these stretches, you know, like side to side, like that. So you get your whole sides right here. You get these sides. You know, definitely touch your toes. I do leg kicks in there, you know, like do these. You know, do those, try to get as high as you can. But the reason why you do it in the shower is one, the heat helps you stretch, you don't hurt yourself. Two, is it gets the toxins out. And when you start working out really, really hard, your body overheats, you know. You feel nauseous sometimes. So what I'll do is I'll turn down the water, I'll cool it down. And, you know, I'll do the stretches in the cooler water, and that helps a lot when I start overheating. You know, which I'm about to get in there. It's about halfway full. I'm out of Epsom salt, which kind of sucks, but I don't need it today. I'm a little sore, but I'm not that sore. I only use the Epsom salt, like, if I rode all day. If I rode all day, I know for a fact, or if I walked all day, I'm coming straight into this bathtub. I'm dumping half a bag of that fucking Epsom salt, and I'm laying in there for an hour. Sometimes the water will get cold, I'll turn the shower back on, and I'll dump the other half of the bag of Epsom salt in there, and I'll lay in there for another hour. If I rode too hard, like, you can tell, you know, if your body knows. But the reason why that washcloth is so important, when you start stretching, right, and you start lifting you're laying on your back and you lift your legs up, you know, like that, you know, straight up, that all your pressure is going to be on your spine and it's going to hurt. But what you need to do is you'll feel it burn. So between each ball in the spine, so you see all these balls right here? Each ball on your spine, between each ball, what you're going to do is you're going to roll that washcloth up and you're going to put it between each ball of your spine and you're going to go up, alright? And you got to do this in the shower, you got to do this in hot water. You can't do it, it's hard to do it on the ground, one, because you don't have no one helping you and it's hard to balance. Two, I would suggest, if you're a big person, don't try this at all until you get skinny. Unless you have really good balance. This is really dangerous stuff because you're handstanding in the shower on your back in a sense. And you gotta prop yourself up. So, and the more you can stretch, the farther you can stretch, the better. And it's gonna burn like a bitch. Between each ball on your spine, it will stretch. It gets, you know, it widens because you're stretching it. And I wouldn't even start doing this until you can touch your toes. And it took me 6 months to do this, to work from the bottom all the way up. And I started doing this. So like, Like here's the wall, right? Here's the wall right here. I'll show you. So you got the wall, right? What you want to do, I know it sounds stupid, but you want to take your butt bone and you want to beat it against the wall like that. Like hard. Like that. And you got to do that for like, I'd say do that for about a month or two. Until your back pain starts going away. Once your back pain starts going away, like do it before you go to bed every night. Once your back pain starts going away, then start going in the shower, stretching. I haven't ate anything yet, and my stomach is going nuts. It's 10:47, and I can feel it. I do this on purpose, so I don't like drinking or eating a bunch of food before I go in there and stretch. It just makes you nauseous, the heat, you know? But yeah, you gotta beat your butt bone. And there's a reason for it. So when you start doing the studying, which I'll be making videos on it, I gotta edit them, and you know, there's a lot of stuff that's important, and I don't wanna like copyright issues and stuff, you know, so I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. But if you can start doing that, that's the hardest thing really, is stretching your spine. And it fucking burns, man. Let me tell you, it burns. It burns like a bitch. But there's more to it than just that too. Because in the base of your spine, the Latins knew, the Egyptians knew that there was fluid in there. And it's in a sac. And it's called Christos. Christos. And that's why they called it Jesus Christ. It came from Jesus. You know, there's many terms, the reason why they called it that. But you got that fluid, that Christos, sits dormant in your spine, at the bottom of the base of your spine. It doesn't come up by itself. You have to push it up there. And what's crazy is most people's bodies don't even start forming correctly and have this Christos until they're in their 30s. And they're around 33, 32, 34, which the more I've been doing the studies, it's the truth. And I'm 33, and I've been trying to do this forever for the past 3 years, and I'm now just able to do it, which tells you that these texts are true. They're real. But there was a lot more to it than that. I had to, I've been on this journey for 3 years. You know, I've been running. You got to remember, I was running so hard, people, that my toes were bleeding. My nails were coming off my toes. That's how hard I was running, for how long I was running. Listen, I was running hard. When I bike. People can't keep up with me. They can't. They try, they can't. They might be faster than me, but I can tell you they're gonna put out. I'll catch right up to them, and I'm gonna keep on going. It happens every time. Slow and steady wins the race, man. I'm telling you, slow and steady wins the race every time. But you gotta get the cardio in. You gotta get the cardio in. And even when you start working that Christos up your back, it doesn't get into your head until you start walking, and you have to backpack. And the reason why I say you have to backpack, because you have to have weight on your shoulders to pull your shoulders back for your spine to realign in the back, for that fluid to be able to get through your spine and through your chakras. It won't. You'll literally feel your spine pop and crack as it goes up, all the way up. And it will happen. What's crazy too is when you're walking and you have all that weight on your back, it could happen. It's happened twice to me. It's happened once in the bathroom, and it's happened once outside. where you're physically exerted to the point you start hallucinating. But you have to get to that point. That's the only way. It's the only way for that fluid for your body to heal itself. I'm solid. Like, this is all pure muscle, man. You know, I don't have no fat. All that fat I had on me is gone. I burnt it off. That's why I say you gotta fast. You must fast. If you watch all my videos, you must fast. You have to. You can't become pure unless you fast. There's no possible way. And you can't just be pure. You have to be not only pure physically to see God or to be in front of Him. You have to be pure in here. And the only way to be pure in here is to confess and speak the truth. And that's what drives everyone out of my life. That's why I have no one in my life. Only Margarita. And I don't even see her right now. So, you know, the truth, man, when you start speaking the truth, you start spending time with Jesus, you better be prepared to be alone. You better be prepared to walk alone, let me tell you. Because you will be alone for a long time until you figure it out. Because that's how He disciplines you. He uses people and situations, and He wants you to reflect and think about those situations and why it happened. And learn from it. So, yeah, you see my veins. Like, I haven't even drank any water yet. When I start drinking water, you'll see my veins like triple in size. It's insane. It's insane. All from yoga, man. All from cardio, yoga, and biking. And lots of hot showers. No meat. Very little meat. If you eat meat, just turkey, that type of stuff. Chicken. They're high. The reason why I say eat chicken and eat turkey, first of all, their metabolism is very, very high. Their heartbeat, is very, very high. They're birds, so they eat better food. They eat high energy food. It's a cleaner animal. Because of this, they're breathing more air in. Their heart's breathing more air. Their body, their blood is more clean. You know what I mean? So it's just a cleaner meat to eat. If you think about it, like a cow or a pig, it doesn't move much. You know what I mean? It doesn't. It's lazy, and that's why it gets fat, and it's eating all that stuff off the ground, and it's not sweating it out, it's not breathing in all that air, so it's got really dirty blood. That's why they say not to eat it. Even the Bible clearly says, not only the Quran, the Bible even says not to eat not to eat pork. And that's where the confusion gets in, because the New Testament will tell you that you can eat whatever you want, and God did bless everything. Anything that God created is good. And I mentioned in the video that if you believe that it's good for you, it's going to be good for you. If you believe that it's bad for you, it's going to be bad. So, make sure that, whatever it is that you're eating, make sure you enjoy the food. Make sure that, you're taking time to prepare the food. And, and make sure that when you prepare the food, you're preparing it with people. Spend time with people. Go out of your way to make dinner with your significant other or with your family member or your other people. That was a lot of problem with my dad. Every time we'd cook dinner, I'd ask my dad to come help. He wouldn't come help. So I'm cooking all this food, and then you eat, and then you go in the living room and you don't even eat with me. You sit at the couch and you eat and watch TV. You don't sit at the table with me. I had to tell a grown man to sit at the table to eat with me. Why? It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't. If you have a family and you have a home, your family should be eating together every day, at least once a day. Listen, if you can't keep your family together to eat once a day, there's no way you're going to be able to keep your family together, period. So that's the first step. Get your family to eat. And you don't even have to talk about Jesus in front of them. Don't even say anything about Jesus. If you're already reading the Bible, just pray for them. Ask them about their day. Don't bring up nothing about Jesus yet. Wait until they're ready, you know. You can see that they're ready, you know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna hop in the shower, man. I'm gonna do my stretches and stuff. You know, I'll make another video later. I gotta do a lot of computer stuff, and I'm probably gonna be at the house the rest of the day. I don't see me going anywhere. I mean, it's Sunday. There's not much to do. I was thinking about going to church. I might walk up to the church, get 1 o'clock mass in. We'll see, or ride my bike. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you guys later. Y'all take care, man. Listen, man, take that stretching seriously. It's worth it every bit. That's what I'm about to go do now. It's painful, but it's worth it, man. The energy and the health, like my body, it's amazing. The women, when they look at me, it's crazy. But I have a woman, so her name's Margarita. She's amazing. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Peace out.